Okay, hi, I'm JMO from a company called Xcase in the UK. You can find us at www.xcase.co.uk. So we're an importer of computer chassis, and we also build up server systems. One of the chassis we do, I want to just show you, go over its features, and we call it the XR248-6C. So it's a 2U chassis, and I guess its main feature is it's got 6 Hotswap trays at the front, which are connected to a backplane at the rear. These caddies have a brushed aluminium effect on the front. They're lockable, they're vented, and they take both 3.5 inch and 2.5 inch drives. Each one has got an activity light and a power light, so you'll have one light on constantly and another one flickering away. So also at the front of this case, you've got a LCD display, and the LCD shows temperature. It's connected to the drive bays. It shows time running, and it shows the 2 fans on the drive bays are spinning away. Try and give you a better idea of how it looks. Not sure that comes out brilliantly on video, but it's nice and crystal clear and it looks good. So as well as your 6 Hotswap bays, you've got an internal drive cage here. Hopefully at the top of it you'll see that there's 4 holes, and that's for mounting an SSD drive or other 3.5 inch drive. And then on the side you've got holes cut out for 2 times 3.5 inch drives. Now, standard rack mount cases, especially Hotswap ones, tend to be pretty deep, 650mm as a rule, and they have to use like a server type 2U power supply. Beauty of this case is it's not as deep, it's 480mm deep, and it uses standard Atx power supplies that you'd use in a normal PC. So the power supply mounts at the back there, and as a rule you'd probably want one with an 8cm fan, so that the fan on it expels the heat outwards. However, if you're not racking them on top of each other, you can use a 120mm fan. And if I show you the lid, you'll see that it's got a vent in that position to allow for a 120mm fan at the top. Now this is a good, strong, sturdy case. Nothing flimsy about it at all. Now, when you put in a standard ATX power supply in on the 2U, it does reduce then the motherboard compatibility. So it restricts it down to either micro ATX or ITX. and it's got 4 low profile expansion slots, and you'll find nowadays that you can get plenty of things in low profile: graphics cards, LAN cards, RAID cards, etc, etc. So what I'll do, I'll turn it round, just disconnect the power to this LCD. Okay, so on the back here, you'll see your 2 Hotswap drive cages. Each of them has got a fan, which is connected to the LCD. And hopefully you'll see that each one's powered by 2 Molexes. And they've got standard SATA connections. So you can just use a standard SATA cable direct to your motherboard. Or if you're using a RAID card, you'd have to use a forward breakout cable. So this is, a useful case really, because you can use standard desktop parts. It's shorter than your average Hotswap chassis, and it looks good with the LCD at the front. Don't think I mentioned that it's got USB 3 as well as USB 2, and it's just a simple power button on the front. So there we have it. The XR248-6C. Nice chassis. Thanks very much for listening.